What's going on, guys? Buddy here, and welcome to another video by me, where, as you can probably tell by the title, I am going to be covering my opinions on the prestige system, the opinions of somebody who doesn't actually skill. I think the word to be used here would be competitively. All these people are like, really like the top 10 players, all these people going for like 5 billion experience or just getting 200 million, as many skills as they want. I'm kind of thought it'd be interesting to see the side of this from somebody who's obviously played the game for a while and who's just a PKer in a general, because I mean, skilling, it's not really my thing. I mean, I skill when I need to. Like, I mean, at the moment I'm running off to do some Slayer. I wouldn't really count Slayer as a skill. It's like a skill in a way. Like, let's talk non-combat skills here. I don't really do them unless I have to. They're not really enjoyable for me. And of course I did actually get 99 everything back when on my RuneScape in the pre-EOC. That was kind of different. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to get a really badass 60 attack, 40 defense pure. So I just decided, you know what, kind of bought a PK, let's go train some agility. It was kind of down that road, but competitively as in for going for 200 mil experience, that's definitely not me. So I want to give my opinions on this prestige thing from my point of view. I don't know if anyone will find it interesting, but we'll see. So first of all, I'm going to answer a couple of questions that I'm probably going to get, and I always get for the rest of my life. People are going to ask, why the hell am I wearing Monk's Road bottoms? The reason I'm wearing Monk's Road bottoms, believe it or not, it has exactly the same prayer bonus as proselyte legs, and it's 7 kilograms less in weight. So there's not exactly much point in me taking something that has the same bonus. I mean, I pray melee, so I'm not going to take any damage. So I might as well just take it because it's 7 kilograms less. It means because if I run around a lot, I don't use as many super energies. It's just a small thing it is kind of helpful, but it's not necessary. But I do get that question quite a lot, so I'm just going to say that. Second question, why am I not picking up my Black D'Ad or the Dragon Bones? I don't really think it's worth the time. I'm only going to get 12. I've got a task of 12. You don't get bulk tasks of these anymore. I don't have a pack yak to bank them or anything, so I don't really think it's worth the time. I mean, I know I've got inventory spots and I could take them if I really wanted to, but I just don't really think it's worth it. I don't really get that many Black Dragon tasks. On the way to 99 Slayer, I've probably killed maybe 50 Black Dragons or something, maybe about 100 tops on the way to 92 Slayer from 85, so on the way to 99, I'd probably get maybe 150 Black D'Ads, 150 Dragon Bones. It's not really worth it, in my opinion, so that's the reason why I don't pick those up. So now I'm going to jump straight into the topic of the actual video, which is probably why the majority of you have actually clicked on this. So the first thing I want to say, before I say anything, is please make sure that you know what the word opinion means. When I make a video talking about my opinion, it is really annoying. Well, it's not really annoying, it's just kind of upsetting. That's not really probably the word to say here, but it's kind of like, just when I see a comment that's just like bashing on something that I've said, you have to remember, I've turned the recorder, I've got nothing planned to say for this video apart from what I'm going to say on the spot, so I do sometimes say mistakes, but it is quite annoying when someone's just like, they watch a video where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give my opinion on this, and then it's not what they think about it, so they're like, shut up, Booty, you're terrible, disliked, unsubbed, 2 pizzas on your house, to your house. I'm just there like, no, leave me alone, alright? I'm giving you an opinion. Just, ugh, that's what it is, so, opinion. Second of all, I want to say the word optional. The prestige thing, as far as I'm aware, is an optional update to the game. If you do not like it and you think it's a silly update or something stupid, I'll come to my opinions in a moment. It doesn't matter. Ignore it. You continue doing what you want. If you're someone that's on the way to like 5 billion experiences, like I was talking to Jake in my live stream, and he's obviously currently the rank 1 in the game, and if Suomi did take his rank 1 back, he would be rank 2. He has the second most experience in the game. Because of that, if he didn't want to do this prestige thing, because he just wants to get 200 mil all skills and count that his game completion right there, because he's actually got that experience, he doesn't have to prestige if he doesn't want to. He can keep on going for his 200 mil experiences. On the high scores, he will still be ranked 2/1, depending where Suomi is. As far as I'm aware, he will be the second person to get everything max. I don't even know if Suomi's actually going for 200 mil divination, so maybe Jake will be the first person to actually get 5.2 billion experience. But if he has no interest in doing this prestige system, he doesn't have to. He can just continue his experience all he wants, get 200 mil on all skills, and on the high scores, he will be the rank 1/2 wherever he actually places. Now, there is a second high scores. If you don't already know it, there is a second high scores, which is where this prestige system is actually coming from. If you're someone like Jebrim, perfect example, I can use Jebrim for this one, but Jebrim, if you don't, yeah, I mean, I'm sure 90% of the people watching this video know actually who Jebrim actually is, but Jebrim is a person that actually has a goal of getting 1 billion experience in agility on 5 different accounts, one at a time. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on that. None of us can choose what he does with his time. He does what he wants to do, and obviously, I don't know why he's doing it. I mean, I'm going to assume it's just a personal achievement for him to do, just to say that he's actually done it. And obviously because agility is one of the skills where you can't AFK. He's a guy that like really does not like the AFK part of the game. Like, I mean, if he decides to watch this video and realizes that I'm doing black dragons, I mean, if I'm not cannoning them, he's going to be there like, go, inefficient. And then the fact that I'm doing black dragons is just like, no, you don't do them. They're terrible for Slayer. But he's someone that's been going for 1 billion XP in agility, but obviously his skill caps at 200 mil XP, so he had to do that by logging onto a new account, doing it again, repeat that 5 times, and then he gets to his 1 billion. He's on like something like 740 in the month, I have no idea, something like that, but he has 3 200 mils. Now, that's just something that I kind of feel sorry for him, because if the prestige system actually came out, he would undeniably be the rank 1 agility, uncontested at the moment. As far as I'm aware, I think somebody else was going for 200 mil XP, 400 mil XP in agility. Once again, no idea why, but that's the only person that could possibly even closely contest the amount of agility experience. But he would be undeniably rank 1 agility right now, because he'd be like prestige, I don't know, 10 level 99? Interruptions. Interrupting my video. So I had to get back into what I was talking about. But yeah, I mean, if someone actually decides to do a skill multiple times on multiple accounts, I mean, if the prestige system was actually out by then, he would obviously be, like I said, prestige 9 level 200 mil XP. I don't know what it would be. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I don't know how long this prestige system comes into the game for, but I think it would be smart if it was level either 9 prestiges or 10 prestiges to cap it, because if there is no cap to this prestige system, there is pretty much no reason to do it unless you're actually competitively doing it. But once you get such a strong lead, nobody will compete against you. If you're Jebrim, no one is going to compete against you if you're prestige 7, level 99, 57 million experience, and level second place is like prestige 1. I don't know. I mean, there's just no point at all. I mean, if you can actually cap the skill, then maybe there is a point to actually doing it, but it will take a long period of time. Like, if someone actually worked out how much experience it would be, let's say it does go to prestige 10. So obviously you get 99 in your skill, you prestige, then you need to get 26 mil XP, you prestige again, then you need to get 39. So every time you prestige, pretty much you have to get the 99 as many times as what your prestige level would actually be, +1. So if you're let's say 4th prestige, and you prestige again, you need to get 99, the XP worth of 99, 5 times to get to your 6th prestige. No, to get to your, I don't even know what I said, I think it was the 5th prestige, and then you prestige again, you have to get 6 times. That's kind of how it works. So if someone actually worked it out, I've not actually worked it out quickly, but it's probably something around, I don't know, 500 million experience-ish, give or take. Probably like, I don't know, I don't really know, but let's just call it 500 million for now. To get 500 million experience in any skill would take a long time. I know for a fact, as soon as this comes out, people are probably going to be banking, I don't know, 1 billion fletching experience right now. Because, I mean, fletching is a skill that's incredibly fast experience and incredibly easy to train. Probably something like 400k now, maybe, with those broad arrows. Probably a bit less than that, I'm not sure. I don't actually know. I mean, this is RuneScape 3, of course, so I don't actually know. I don't know the training methods in RuneScape 3, so of course some of the things I say are probably going to be, unfortunately, maybe not a good source, but I will try my best, obviously, to do this. But I mean, I wonder who's going to be the first. But if there is a cap to the prestige, which there needs to be, if it literally goes on to prestige 99, 5 trillion experience in a skill, nobody will ever go to those high scores. But if someone really wants to prove themselves to actually train a skill that they really enjoyed, like, I don't know, I mean, Suomi might suddenly come out and be like, you know what, Slayer's a skill I love, let's go get another 300 mil experience in this skill and get the max possible Slayer level, and he still holds his 5 billion experience on the other high scores, and he still holds his rank 1 there, and then he also has a rank 1 Slayer. It's kind of what it does. It's 2 separate high scores, and it's all optional. So my opinion, just to kind of wrap everything up, is it's not a bad update in a way, because it's purely optional. It doesn't affect anybody that doesn't actually want it. That's something that some people just don't seem to understand with updates. Like, if an update came, like, I don't know, let me think of one. God Wars, perfect. Old School RuneScape's coming out with God Wars. Let's say if you were someone who voted no for God Wars. Now it comes into the game. Does it affect you because it's in the game? I mean, you don't have to do God Wars if you don't want to, but does it affect you? It does, because if you're PKing and someone whips out an AGS, if that actually didn't come, that AGS wouldn't be there, and let's say it specs a 70 on you, you would not have took that 70 damage unless you DDS'd you it. So if an update comes into the game where it does actually affect you in that way, that's where it can be bad. But let's say this prestige system comes into the game. If you just ignore it and continue training exactly how you want to, you're in exactly the same position. If you're level 39 on the high scores, boom, prestige system comes in. What level are you? 39. It's exactly the same. If you decide to prestige, you're then working on to the second high scores, and that's when it will affect you. But you can just completely ignore those high scores, and then you don't actually have to do anything towards it. So this update, it's not a bad update simply because it's an optional thing. I mean, if they bring it into the game and absolutely nobody ever prestiges their skills in their life, that might make it a bad update because nobody wants it, but because it's in the game, no one can actually bash on it because nobody actually has to do it. That's just something that I see the majority of the updates in the game at the moment. If it's something that doesn't really affect you, then it doesn't matter coming into game. I mean, I can say right now, I made a video a while ago when I was doing my answers to the polls, and I derped so hard when I did that. I mean, they came out with this thing where it's like a cosmetic cow mask and a cosmetic black Halloween mask. I voted yes for the Halloween mask and no for the cow mask. It might have been the other way around, I don't know, but I don't understand what the point of me doing that was. I really just didn't think about it. But I mean, if a cosmetic cow mask came into the game, it's not going to affect me at all because it's a cosmetic. If anything, it's going to make me slightly easier for me because people might be, let's say, PKing in that cow mask. They've lost the bonuses that could be a Neat's helm. But I mean, I don't want to get sidetracked here, but that's kind of how I actually see the update. I can't really say it's a good update, but it's an update that can't really be considered bad because if you don't like it, you don't actually have to do anything with it in a way, if you understand what I'm actually coming from here. So hopefully this is kind of like, made it a bit more understandable to the update. Now, of course, if you don't like the update in general, it's just an update that you really don't like, then of course you don't actually have to do it at all, which is kind of what it's coming back to. But of course, there will be those people that do decide to prestige the skills. But overall, this is an update that's kind of put towards those people that really, really might enjoy competitive skills. I mean, right now, there might be people getting ready to go for Prestige 10. As soon as you get this, if there is a max Prestige, as far as I'm aware, this was actually brought into the game so that if someone, like, caps it out, I mean, 200 mil skills, I mean, I could name, like, I don't know, I mean, if let's say, Herblore is your favorite skill and you really enjoy doing Herblore, I mean, obviously, Halwagon and whatever the hell his name was got 200 mil first. That's it. He is permanently rank 1, apart from the fact that he's free to play. I mean, half the people that got 200 mil skills first are free to play now. I mean, like Herberman, Neo, for Thieving and Fletching, respectively. I mean, all these, they don't even exist anymore. A Claw for attack, a Fire God for strength, Miles for defense. I mean, then, as far as I'm aware, they're not rank 1s anymore because they're actually free to play in the game. So, I mean, because they got it first, they are the remembered rank 1. No one can actually take that rank 1 back. If there is a cap, like I said, there should be to this prestige system. As soon as someone actually maxes the prestige, it just repeats again, and it becomes down to a situation of where they hold the rank 1 prestige. Now, if somebody gets that, is there a worth getting rank 2 in prestige? Because nobody really remembers the rank 2. I cannot remember rank 2 in any of the 200 mil skills. I mean, I can remember the rank 1 to pretty much, I think, every single 200 mil skill in the game, which is, I used to stalk the high scores, right? I still do it. I go on, see how everyone's doing. It's back in things that I used to do in like 2006 and stuff. I just go check the high scores out, watching Neo and Herberman getting close to these 200 mil skills. I mean, I don't even think anyone knew it capped at 200 mil at that point. They just capped it, and it's just like, hell yeah, capped 200 mil, I'm a beast. But like I said, I mean, just to kind of contradict myself, I said before that the prestige system definitely needs a cap. If there is a cap, someone will cap it, and then are they forever the rank 1? Yeah. So the update is just kind of making skills, as far as I'm aware, have a higher XP cap. But that being said, maybe that'll be changed so there isn't a cap. And then like it goes, I go back to the situation I was talking about before, where it just goes on forever and is kind of a pointless thing. But I'm just going to wrap the video up there. That's kind of my views on this update. I don't know what the majority of you think about it. I mean, you can leave your own comments. I mean, whenever I make videos like this on my opinions, it's always nice to read other people's opinions and see what they think about it. And just sometimes people put down a really obvious thing that I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's pretty smart, and he's actually got a much more like intelligent approach at the actual thing. But that is pretty much it, and what I believe the update is. The one thing I kind of feel is a bit unfair is the fact that some people might have 200 mil in a skill. As far as I'm aware, that can only get them to Prestige 1, Level 1. I mean, I think you should be allowed to exchange your 200 mil experience to get you to Prestige 4/Prestige 5 instantly, because otherwise you have to literally get 500 million experience, assuming it is 500 million to cap it, on top of your 200 million, which gives you 700 million, which is just like so much work if you think about it. So hopefully when it does come out, you can actually cash all your experience in to get to a Prestige 5. I mean, it would be nice to see people like Suomi who have actually achieved 200 mil all skills, which is crazy, to get themselves to Prestige 5, everything instantly, and then go from there if they decide to Prestige everything, or if they take the overall approach. I mean, I don't actually know how the overall one works. Do you actually reset every single skill back to 99 to get your prestige, your overall prestige to 1? Because if it is, that is a lot of work to get. That one would be insanely like, ugh, that would be crazy. And how does Dungeoneering work as well? Do you have to get 120 to reset that one, or 99? That's what I want to know about. So yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. That's my thoughts on it. I mean, just too long, didn't watch, whatever, you've skipped to the end. I mean, I might as well say it's a completely optional thing, so if you don't like it, it doesn't affect you at all, because only the people that want to do it can do it. So I mean, no one can really hate on the update. But yeah, you may say it is a kind of a pointless update that wasn't really needed, but you can see where they've come from. They have brought in a way, competitive skilling to those that want to get past it or onto the front pages. I mean, if people get 200 mil cooking these days, they've got like, I don't know, rank 5,000 or something with 200 mil cooking, so it's kind of unfair to them. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope it killed some experience, whatever. But leave your thoughts in the description. It'd be nice to see. Some people might ask me, will I ever do it? I don't really play RuneScape 3 anymore. There's not really... The only motivation for me to ever play that again would be just to finish off 200 mil magic. And I don't really plan to prestige anything at all. So maybe if I'm online, as soon as the update comes out, I might prestige my stats quickly and try and get my rank 1 for a split second. And then like print screen that and be like, yeah, rank 1. But that's probably about it. But yeah, cheers for watching, guys. I will see you all later on. I am probably live streaming right now. So if you want to tune in on the live stream, pretty much if you enjoyed this video, my live streams are the same. I just talk about random things and you just listen in and play RuneScape at the same time. So yeah, I will see you all later on. And yeah, have a good one.